Namaste. I decided to do this as a live because I've been trying to get this and another video out. Okay, I know it's not the I wanted to say Libra. It's not the Pisces or the Aries reading yet. This is a healing. Um, this is a healing video, and based on if you know me, I've been very sick. And I'm getting better, I decided. I was doing some exercises today and Tai Chi. And I actually did go outside with the dogs and get some sunshine. I want to get some more sunshine because it made me feel much better. I don't feel well enough to go to get my nails done though, because, yeah, it's not my priority. Because I have a boxing to do, but before I do the boxing, I have to show my artwork, the 7 Jesuses, before they go bye-bye. So, because they've been bought. But, and I'm very, very happy and grateful about that and very excited. But before I do that, I want to do this little healing video. And you can watch it. You could watch it. This is going bye-bye too. And the reason why, it's the only orange piece I own. I'm going to have to start doing some more orange pieces because orange and peach is for the sacral chakra. And it really is healing. I've been noticing, I've been staring at this one, not only because of beautiful Jesus, and this is dedicated to your mom and dad in heaven. And which makes us an orphan. If you lost your mom and your dad and they're both in heaven, then it makes you part of the orphan club. And that's okay. It's okay. The club is crowded. But anyhow, listen to this video when you can't fall asleep. Listen to this video whenever you want. Okay? And if I don't say anything to the people who came in, it's because I don't really see the chat. It's not popping up. But we are listening to Jason Stevenson. And I always suggest you go to Jason Stevenson. I had once asked him if it was okay if I had his music in the background, and he said, yeah, as long as I guess subscribe to him and also, state that I'm using his music. Yes. And he's big part of my healing journey. So, he has videos on everything, every chakra, everything you might have an issue with. Okay, so let's get started. This is just, it might be boring for some people, but if you're having any trouble with your sacral chakra, your sacral chakra makes up all of your gynecological organs, but also on a man, the prostate, the spleen. See, I used to have my list of things, but I don't know where that is. And Spirit is telling me that's not important. Just get on with it because I have some notes to read. And I'm just going to read its affirmations, and that's old school Mystic Brady. And I really believe that helps. And thank you if you've been praying for my brother-in-laws and my family. My brother-in-law, John, is still in the hospital, but he's getting a little bit better, and maybe he'll come home in a couple of days. They're trying to get his blood under control, and I think they gave him different medicine. So thank you for the prayers, and we're going to continue with the prayers. And the prayer candle is right back here. It's holding up this canvas because this canvas is pretty big. Okay, anyhow, so I'm just going to start anywhere. I have a whole mess of stuff to do, and I wish, oh, sorry for moving around like a numbskull, but here we go. How about that? That's better. Namaste. Anybody coming in? Namaste. Welcome in. Welcome in. Okay, so whatever area is bothering you, like I'm focusing on the sacral chakra, but whatever area is bothering you, put your hand on your heart, and one hand on your heart, on your chest, and one hand on the area that's bothering you. And let's take a deep breath, cleansing breath, and hold it. Ready? Breathe in. And now we're going to let it out in 4. And when you let out the pain and the tears and the disappointment and the shame and the guilt. You ready? Okay, we're going to do that again. But this time when we breathe in, we're going to breathe in health. And we're going to breathe in that our prayers are answered. And we're not going to have that pain anymore. And we're not going to have that shame anymore. And we just know that God is healing us. And Archangel Raphael has our back. Okay, you ready? Breathe in. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to blow out all the toxic energy, all the pain and the tears and the anxiety and the depression and the trips to the bathroom and the trips to the doctor. Let's blow it out. Blow it out more. Force your lungs to blow it out. Now just in and out. And out. Thank you, dear God. Thank you, angels. And the angels always are around you. Okay. I create a safe space within me to heal, letting it settle in every cell. And what I'm reading is Louise Hay. I love her. I go by her book. She's my healing Bible. Okay. Talks about colors, chakras, and she's really the reason why I have my business, besides God, of course. Okay. So I create a safe place within me to heal, letting it settle in every cell. Now really absorb that affirmation. I create a safe place within me to heal, letting it settle in every cell. I listen to my body's feelings and messages as a blessing. I'm sorry, I have to learn to read better. Okay, I listen to my body's feelings and messages are a blessing. Let me just explain this one. Okay, a lot of times Louise Hay believes, let me show you what Louise Hay looks like. Okay, she believed that when you get an ache or a pain and you just take a pill or you take a drink or you take a drug or something to make it go away, you're not dealing with the issue that your body's trying to tell you. You're telling your body to shut up. You're telling your body, go away. I don't want to feel you. I don't want to listen to you. So I'm not saying, Louise Hay wants us to have a migraine for 7 years. She just says, take a moment to say, why am I having a headache? Why is there something that I'm thinking about over and over again every day that is sad? Is there something going on in me that makes me unhappy? Or am I having a negative thought about myself? That's just for the head or the headaches. Or if you're having stomach problems, she says, take a second, take a moment, a minute, and ask your body, what are you trying to tell me? Are you trying to tell me don't eat dairy? Because every time I eat dairy, this happens or that happens. Like she says, listen to your body and don't tell your body to shut up. Okay? All right. So I create a safe space within me to heal, letting it settle in every cell. I listen to my body's feelings and messages are a blessing. I listen to my body's feelings and messages are a blessing. I release the pattern in my consciousness that created this condition. I am willing to change. I love and approve of myself. And a lot of people don't love and approve of themselves, including yours truly over here. Even though I might put up a good show, you know, you have to be with yourself 24/7, 365. When everybody goes to bed, you're all alone with yourself. Maybe you have your animals, but still, you're by yourself. And you have to have your come to Jesus moment. And if you don't like something about yourself, you have to ask for help. You have to ask God to help you to fix it. Okay? And also, just people are very critical about themselves. You have to learn to love yourself. You learn to hate yourself. Society teaches us to hate yourself if your hair isn't long enough, or if you're too fat, or if you're too skinny, or if you're not, muscular enough, or you're not smart enough, you don't have enough degrees. Society teaches you, oh, that's not good enough. You're not good enough. You're not good enough. That's the message you hear. So what if we reverse it and give you beat into your head and beat into your brain, into your soul? You are good enough. I'm good exactly as I am. This is exactly how God wants me to be. Okay? So let's do that. Okay? I release the pattern in my consciousness that created this condition. It's often made in childhood and teenagehood. Okay? I am willing to change. We have to be willing to change. We have to do something different. I woke up this morning and I said, I got to do something different. I can't every day just like wake up crying when I go to the bathroom. I'm sick of this. This is boring to me. Okay? So I went outside with the dogs. I made cinnamon buns and I proceeded to burn them as usual, but that's for me. I still managed to eat one of them, but it sucked. But it's okay. And I made 2 cups of coffee and then I went outside again. And then I looked up a Tai Chi exercise thing and I started doing Tai Chi for 7 minutes. And oh my gosh, I was like, thank you, dear God, because I finally found something that's like for 60 and older, 60 years old. And I was doing it and I was having fun. And I was actually sweating. Then I did another one. And then I went outside with Devin to go get the garbage cans. And then I came back in and I said, now I have to do my work. So just do something different that, if you wanted to go outside but you never did, even go out front and just walk back and forth or just sit outside on a bench. Listen to the birds, touch the grass, hug a tree, or even just absorb it. Absorb that grass, absorb the flowers. And I promise you, you will feel better about yourself tonight when you get ready for bed. Okay. So, I release the pattern in my consciousness and the people who have told you things that were bad about you. You got to release that too. And yourself that tells you bad, negative things. Let's release it. That created this condition. I am willing to change. I love and approve of myself. This is called self-healing, people. Yeah, we could try to go to the doctor to get healed. We could try to go to the psychiatrist to get healed. We could try to go to the therapist to get healed. We could try to exercise to get healed. We could try to take a pill or drugs or alcohol to get healed. But, or go to God to get healed. And we can. But we also have to take it in our own hands and self-heal. right? Heal your body, heal your mind. Look at how skinny this book is. You can read this book. I read it. You see there's old papers in it. There's writing in it. You know? Okay. Like there's a reason for this pattern for anything. You know, a lot of it has to do with you feel guilty about something or yeah, okay, we'll go more into it, but I got to get these affirmations out. So, I am at home in my body. I am at home in my body. I am at home in my body and I am safe. My body gives me everything that I need. My body gives me everything that I need. I give everything to my body that it needs. I am at home in my body. It might not be a perfect body. It might not be, structured perfectly like we see on TV or your friend or your family members, but it's yours. It's your gift from God. So be at home in it because we got to live in it until we go over to the other side. I am at home in my body. Others mirror the love and self-approval I have for myself. I rejoice in my sexuality. I lovingly allow joy to flow freely in my life. I love me. Others mirror the love and self-approval I have for myself. I rejoice in my sexuality. I lovingly allow joy to flow freely in my life. I love me. I am willing to release toxic or negative energy. I am willing to release toxic or negative energy. My concept of God supports me. I rejoice in my own sexuality and in my own body. I am wonderful. My concept of God supports me. I rejoice in my own sexuality and in my own body. I am wonderful. Hi, JR. Hi, Tammy. Yeah, I'm usually. Hi, WW. I'm sorry. Hi, Tracy. Yes, for sure. That's what I'm trying to do. I did this whole thing where I was like researching, and it's basically from this book from Louise Hay, because this is how I used to do my business. And I have all the affirmations and things like that, but I was like, oh, I got to start getting into it again because it really makes sense. And it's funny how I only have one orange piece made. So now that tells me I got to make more orange sacral chakra. I don't even think I have an orange shirt to put on. So I need to get an orange shirt. I might have an orange shirt. Right now I have a pink shirt on. Oh, you're teaching yourself to levitate? That's good. Any kind of meditation is good. Yes. No one's going to do it for us. No one's going to do it for us. And so I just said, you know what? I wasn't going to do a live. I was just going to do a video. And then I said, no, let me do it live. Because then more people who might be having a problem, like I feel like somebody has a leg problem or a knee problem. And just like you got to look into that. That's the red root chakra. Colors red and green. But anyhow, yeah, you got to look into what is off balance chakra wise. Get your chakras aligned and healed. And of course, trying to live more of a cognizant and healthy life always helps too. Okay, so my concept of God supports me. I rejoice in my own sexuality and in my own body. I am wonderful. Now, a lot of people be like, oh, isn't that being conceited, saying you are wonderful? If you don't tell yourself you're wonderful and you're sitting around waiting, and maybe somebody told you you're wonderful like when you were a baby or 4 years old or 10 years old when you won an award for creative writing in 5th grade, but then no one's telling you you're wonderful. You have to tell yourself. You have to tell yourself. You have to look at yourself like through God's eyes, because God loves you so exactly as you are. God doesn't want you to hurt yourself. God doesn't want you to listen to toxic stuff and negative energy. God wants you to use your gifts and talents that He gave you. Okay? So denying your own needs and not supporting yourself is not good. That's how we get out of alignment. And what we say to get back in alignment is, I now choose to support myself in loving, joyous ways. Treat yourself to something that you always wanted. Go for that walk. Go for that boat ride. I just saw a boat. Now, I don't go on boats, but I have gone on 3 cruises, though. But I get seasick. But anyhow, I'm seeing a boat, so somebody out there might be going on a boat or a ship. And it's fun. I now choose to support myself in loving, joyous ways. Notice I didn't say destructive. I said in loving, joyous ways. I now choose to support myself. You're not waiting for anybody else to support you. You're not waiting for anybody else to give you the go-ahead. You're not waiting for anybody else to say, hey, you're okay. Now I can love you. Now you can love yourself. No. God says that's now. You can already do it. I now choose to... See, if you think I don't have these notes in front of me, I now choose to support myself in loving, joyous ways. That could be as little as, I'm going to make myself I'm going to go to Starbucks, or I'm going to make myself a nice cup of coffee. I'm going to, say something nice about myself, or I'm going to go get myself a necklace, or whatever it is. Whatever it is. Okay? All right. So that was that page. Tell your body, I see you. Okay, put your hand on your chest for this. Or you could put your hand on your head, too. I don't know why. I just felt like you should put one hand on your head, one hand on your chest. Tell your body, I see you. I'm here for you, helping you while you heal me. I see you. I'm here for you, helping you while you heal me. Speak kind words to it. I am listening now, and I love you. So before you grab that, I found out I was grabbing, back when I had pneumonia, I was grabbing Excedrin too much, every 3-4 hours, because the headache was so horrible that I didn't want to have that headache. And so he told me, the doctor told me, not he, the doctor said, what's bad about that is it was making your blood pressure go up. And then you're in that cycle. So, yeah, I did some healing affirmations for the crown chakra. It was like God was trying to tell me things. I was having an awakening, but I wasn't doing anything about it. I was just in pain and coughing. And so God was telling me, whenever you want to feel better, do a little video. And that's what I did. And then some people were like, you're supposed to be resting. Why are you dancing and doing dance trends and doing little talk video? Because that made me feel better. that legit made me feel better than sitting watching TV thinking about, if I was going to die. Okay, so do what makes you feel better, all right? Because you know your body best and your mind. So tell your body, I am listening to you. Speak kind words to it. You've been through a rough time, but you made it through, or you're making it through. You're going to do okay. You're going to do great. I'm so proud of you. What are you trying to tell me? It's important to ask your body, what are you trying to tell me? What is wrong? Is it something from a year ago or 10 years ago, from when you were a little girl or a little boy, or from when you were a teenager, something in school or something in college, or a loss that you had that you never got over? Okay? When you were traumatized, when somebody did something, took something from you, okay? You are whole again because God makes you whole again. So you don't have to have that hole in your heart. You don't have to have that hole in your soul. You don't have to carry that guilt or that shame. And if some people are crying, that's good because that gets the toxins out. That was straight from my mother. And I didn't even understand what the word toxin meant when I was 8 years old. But I was a crybaby, and she said, oh, it's okay to cry because you're getting the toxins out. And I said, what's toxins? And she said, bad things that if you keep it in, it'll make you have a headache or a bellyache. And when you cry, you're getting all of that out, that bad stuff out. What are you trying to tell me? I listen to my body with compassion. I listen to my body with compassion. I listen to my body with compassion. Every message from my body is a gift. Even like a stabbing pain. I get stabbing pains like in my stomach or in my lower regions. And it's like, I didn't just have a baby. Like, why am I getting like a stabbing pain? So instead of being so like just break down in tears, although I still do that because it's like such a horrible feeling, I say, oh, are you healing? I'm healing. Sometimes when you're healing, you get those stabbing pains. Okay. I'm on a lot of antibiotics. Today was my last day. I don't want to be on antibiotics for a long time. I was on antibiotics for my lungs, 2 different types. I was on antibiotics for my UTI. And I'm not sure if it worked, but I have an appointment on the 16th. And tomorrow, I want to have a glass of wine. And I think God said that's fine if I have a glass of Jesus juice. Okay, so sorry about that. I went off on a tangent, but that's me. Let's light a little Palo Santo again. Get back on the road. How's everybody doing? Hey, JR. Hey, Tammy. Hey, Tracy. Oh, that's a good burn, guys. That's a 2020 burn. Back in the day, remember? This one's a chubby, chunky one. Oh, you can find Tai Chi videos on YouTube. Just type in Tai Chi for 60 and older, or whatever age you are, and they'll have like Tai Chi 10 minutes, Tai Chi 5 minutes, Tai Chi 7 minutes. And I'm telling you, it's not it's not that easy, but it's really good. Like, I learned a lot of things and I felt better because I've been thinking, like, when I get better, should I join Pilates or a Zumba class? Like, I'm still looking into that. I used to do Zumba. I used to do Pilates. I used to do yoga. So it's time to, like, look for a class that I could do. But, you know, in the interim, you could pull anything up on your YouTube or and put it on your TV, but I just have it on my iPad, on this iPad right here. And then I just do the exercises. I stand it up and I just do it, you know, and I just try to do it for 7 minutes or 5 minutes. And it wasn't that easy, but I felt better. It's just little movements, a lot of movements with you can lean against a wall, you can hold on to a chair or a table. The wall push-ups are really good. It's push-ups and leg lifts, holding onto a wall. Me and Devin were talking about it, and I was doing that with him yesterday. Even if you just do something, it's always good. Okay, so tell your body, I am here. I'm here for you, helping you while you heal me. Speak kind words to it. I am listening now. I love you. What are you trying to tell me? I listen to my body with compassion. Every message from my body is a gift. I listen to every message with compassion. No judgment, no shame. What does your body need? Ask it what it needed or what it needs. Sometimes it needs a hug or love. Okay. Ooh, I had a page of Scorpio written out for some reason. I'll have to do that on another one. Okay. It is with love that I totally release the past. I am free. I am love. I lovingly forgive myself. I am free. That's what I'm reading off of. Okay. Again, sometimes you don't absorb it the first time, but like if I read it 3 times, by the 3rd time, some of it you might feel. And this is all from Louise Hay. It is with love that I totally release the past. Because it's hard to release the past because we have so much invested in it. But we have to release the past for the love of our body and mind, for the love of our healing, of our present. Okay? And to have a future, we have to release the past. It is with love that I totally release the past. I am free. I am love. I lovingly forgive myself. I am free. It is with love for yourself. For yourself. We're not talking about anybody else. For yourself on this universe, on this earth. In order for you to go forward, to walk forward, to continue, we have to heal. We can't just say, okay, I'm going to carry that baggage with me. Think of yourself with suitcases, right? So one suitcase is your childhood. And the other suitcase is your childhood trauma. The other suitcase is your teenage trauma. The other suitcase is your early 20s trauma or situations that were sad. Then a couple of bags are people that you've lost or relationships. And altogether, that's heavy to continue. You don't want to continue like that. You feel like, I can't climb the mountain with all these bags, so we're going to let them go. we're going to let go of all those bags because God doesn't want you to carry them. You are safe. You are loved exactly as you are. You are perfect. Okay? If you want to fix yourself or fix your body or fix your mind or fix your things that you do in life to bring more love to other people and yourself, you could do that. But you have to let go of those bags because you know what? They're not happening to you now. They're a part of your story, but they're not a part of your future story. So we're going to let go of them today, metaphorically speaking, and for reals, okay? It is with love that I totally release the past. I am free. I am love. I lovingly forgive myself. I am free. Dumping ground, release anger and frustration. Okay, this might go into the little bit of the red root chakra because I'm having trouble with the sacral chakra, the gynecological area, and also the red root chakra. So that if anybody else is having trouble with that too, I was just trying to see if I have a red painting because when I do, yeah, I do. I like to have the color. Okay. So, I trust the process of life. Only right and good action is taking place in my life. And it's almost like you're on the ship with Leonardo DiCaprio and you're like, I'm the king of the world, I'm the queen of the world. You have to trust the process of life. It's not easy, but trust the process of life. Only right and good action is taking place in my life. Only right and good action is taking place in my life. I easily and comfortably release that which I no longer need in life. I eagerly, if anybody has trouble going to the bathroom, too much bathroom, diarrhea, constipation, or any kind of problems with anus or fissures or tears, you gotta think about what you're holding on to that you don't want to release because you're scared. Okay, trust me, I know this for a fact. Sadly, I know this for a fact, right, Jesus? Right, Katrina? You're not kidding. Okay. So, hemorrhoids. Yeah, people don't want to talk about them. They don't want to think about them. Fissures. People don't want to talk about it or think about it. Diarrhea, constipation, any kind of problems down there. No one wants to talk about it, but we do it every day, right? So I looked into it extensively. And what I found out is red root chakra, right, is your digestive system, and your actually digestive system going from the orange to the red root chakra. So both are involved, but red root chakra is definitely for your rectum, anus, and this is what I got. I trust the process of life. Only right and good actions taking place in my life. I easily and comfortably release that which I no longer need in life. Okay? And I have to change the music because it's not the red root chakra anymore. It's 1 second, guys. 1 second. Sorry about that. Jason Stevenson, red root chakra healing, meditation music.
If you'd like to become become a certified yoga teacher to share your love of yoga with other people. If you'd like to teach class.
Sorry guys, I had to have the right music. Correct music for... Is anybody in here still? Yes, you gotta get into yourself, get away from the chatter in the world, and heal yourself. Right, Tracy? Yeah, they definitely have the videos on YouTube. I checked it out myself. Hi, Doreen! Doreen Campbell in the house. Hope you're doing well, Doreen. Bye, Tracy. Did you have to go? Okay. All right, so I trust in the process of life. Only good action is taking place in my life. You have to believe that, absorb that. I easily and comfortably release that which I no longer need in life. I easily and comfortably release that which I no longer need in life. And remember, anything to do with going to the bathroom, any problems with that, that's the dumping ground. Release anger and frustration. If you tend to be like mad at life or mad at yourself or mad at somebody else, it'll come out, especially if you're Virgo. Virgo rules the intestines. And I've had these problems since I was little. You try to hold in, you try to not, maybe we had one bathroom for 8 people. So sometimes there was wasn't available. But anyhow, I easily and comfortably release that which I no longer need in life. I lovingly accept my decisions, knowing I am free to change. I lovingly accept my decisions, not somebody else's decisions, not somebody else's opinion, but I lovingly accept my decisions, knowing I am free to change. I am safe. It is safe to be who I am. I am safe. I trust fully in the process of life. Life is for me. A lot of people feel like, oh, life is against me. Nothing good ever happens for me. We got to get that mindset off. Because life is for you. So, but we got to put out a positive statement. We got to put out a positive statement. Even if you don't believe it, put it out there. Don't put the negative one out, because the universe hears it. And the universe says, oh, they want more bad luck. Let me give it. They want more medical issues. Let me give it. They want more, somebody's cheating on somebody. And if somebody's like really upset about that, the universe hears it and gives it more of it. Like, instead of, I am happy and grateful that I have a loving situation, a compassionate situation where somebody is treating me like number one. Okay? So be careful of the things that you write in your journal or that you speak out into the universe. And it's okay. Everybody knows I complain horrifically. Okay? I complain so much. But I have to I tie it to, I get it out. It's like a pity party, right? And I cry, sporadically throughout the day and the week and the night, but that's okay. After that, I make myself laugh. I make a fool of myself. I do a little dance, and I say to God, "Thank you for letting me have this couple of hours where I feel really good." Or if I went through a lot of pain, thank you for being here for me, and helping me through it. Because you're not getting through it alone. Life is there to support you. Okay? I lovingly accept my decisions, knowing I am free to change. I am safe. It's safe to be me, who I am. I am safe. I trust fully in the process of life. Life is for me. You feel that? Did I put everybody to sleep? This red root chakra is very low. I don't like it as much as the other one, but we have to do it. I don't know if you could hear it. Okay. Now I'm going to say something that's awkward, but, has to be done, and God told me I have to do it. So that's why you're not seeing me. You're not seeing me because I don't look well. I need to, put my face on and fix my hair and stuff like that. And I wanted to get these videos out. So that's why I decided to show you something else, like beautiful Jesus. Okay. Hemorrhoids, itchiness, and abscess, fistula. Okay. Releasing point. It's a dumping ground. Anger in relation to what you don't want to release. So remember I talked about holding in anger, old anger, new anger, holding in frustration. Okay. That all has to do with hemorrhoids, itchiness, abscess, fistula. Okay. And shame. Also shame. We got to let go of shame. Unless you're Gypsy Rose Blanchard, okay? There's a little shade over there, but a lot of shade. Unless you're her, we gotta let go of the shame and just know that our past is our past, and let go of it. Releasing point, dumping ground, anger in relation to what you don't want to release, incomplete releasing of trash. Yeah, so like the toxins from the food and the drinks that we have are coming out of your body. When we hold it in too long, or we don't use the bathroom enough, or we have all kinds of issues with that, because we have to calm our system down. We have to actually think about digestion going from the mouth into the throat, down the throat, into the stomach, into the large intestines, the small intestines, and then the bladder, and then out through the rectum. And be grateful that our system is working so good. And praise it. I know it sounds like weird and like 1960s hippie stuff, but it's nurturing yourself and nurturing your body and being grateful for your body's functions and taking away shame and anger and what I have to do this or I have to do that. No, just let your body work for you. Ask God to help you. And I'm not negating anybody's pain because I'm telling you, sometimes I go into that bathroom and it's like, who's going to win? Who's going to win today? Anyway, um, I know I shouldn't be laughing at my weird jokes, but okay. All right. So, incomplete releasing of trash, holding on to the garbage of the past, metaphysically, and guilt over the past or remorse over the past. That is all to do with the red root chakra, the anus, the rectum, digestive system, and releasing. So I'm going to tell you something to say that is really beautiful. It is with love that I totally release the past. It is with love that I totally release the past. I am free. I am love. I am made out of love. I lovingly forgive myself. Be your best friend. Be your own best friend. Instead of looking for a best friend, be your own best friend. Because a best friend treats you nicely. Okay? It is with love that I totally release the past. I am free. I am love. I lovingly forgive myself. That's an important one. I lovingly forgive myself. I am free. I am free. I lovingly accept my decisions, knowing I am free to change. I lovingly accept my decisions, knowing I am free to change. I am safe. It is safe to be who I am. That's really important. I know I keep on saying this is important, that's important. It's so important. I do the research because I look up each thing that I was having a problem with. And so mostly the intestines, you know, all the gynecological organs, and the rectum. Okay, so I lovingly accept my decisions, knowing I am free to change. I am safe. It is safe to be who I am. I am safe. I trust fully in the process of life. Life is for me, not against you. Life is for me. Okay. I easily and comfortably release that which I no longer need in life. I easily and comfortably release that which I no longer need in life. Sorry. I didn't like that music.
Now that you're getting older,
1 second.
you might be curious about certain things. Please don't do this.
Okay, so I easily and comfortably release that which, okay, easily and comfortably, a lot of times I'm heading towards the bathroom and I'm like, oh no, not again. I don't even want to go to the bathroom. I don't want to go in there again, like 7,000 times. But now I realize, after I did my affirmations yesterday, I realized I can't have that attitude. I have to say, I easily and comfortably release that which I no longer need in life. I easily and comfortably release that which I no longer need in life. It is safe to let go. Only that which I no longer need leaves my body. You don't have to be afraid. It's a very, I forget, I studied it in college, and I forget what phase it is, Piaget. I think it's a phase 2. When kids are learning how to go to the bathroom, use the bathroom for themselves, it's like they're scared to go to the bathroom because they think they're flushing down a part of themselves down the toilet. Okay? So I know it sounds weird, but I forget what it was. It's a pre-operational stage, I think. Anyhow, it is safe to let go. Only that which I no longer need leaves my body. I easily and comfortably release that which I no longer need in life. Okay, now touch the area that is hurting you right now and say, I am willing to listen now. I am willing to listen now. And touch that area and say, I'm listening. I just heard go slow. I don't know if that's for somebody out there. Okay. I create a safe space within me to heal, letting it settle in every cell. I think I read that one. And then think of the cells in your body. Think of all the cells in your body like you're made up of millions of cells, billions of cells. And think of the area that, if you're having trouble in your head, you're having trouble in your heart area, you're having, double pneumonia. Trust me, I was doing a lot of visualizations for my, when I had pneumonia, which I don't have anymore, thank God. Thank you, God. Okay. I create a safe space within me to heal, letting it settle in every cell. I listen to my body's feelings, and messages are a blessing. Release the weight and story. We allow, we forgive. I forgive to be free. We forgive other people and ourselves so that we could be free. It's freeing. I release to be healed. I release what I am carrying, burdens, shame, guilt, because I want to be healed. I let go to rise. I let go to rise. Okay. Okay. I only create joyful experiences in my life. I release the pattern in my consciousness that created this condition, and I am willing to change. I love and approve of myself. I am at home in my body. Others mirror love and self-approval that I have for myself. I rejoice in my sexuality. I lovingly allow joy to flow freely in my life. I love me. Any kind of like urethra problems, UTI, vaginitis, is being pissed off at yourself or others, blaming others or yourself, and having like an acidy situation. Just say, I only create joyful experiences in my life. I only create joyful experiences in my life. I release the pattern in my consciousness that created this condition. I am willing to change. I love and approve of myself. I know some of it sounds like I'm reading the other ones, but that's okay. Releasing toxic negative mass belief in sexual guilt and the need for punishment, public shame, belief in a punishing God, rejection of the genitals. Okay, what you're supposed to say is, my concept of God supports me. My concept of God supports me, because God does, and Jesus does. And he could be there for you as soon as you say, God, please help me. You know how many times I said that and I was like, you're probably sick of hearing from me, but please help me. Every time I go into the bathroom, I'm scared. Okay. I know I'm a baby, but I'm scared about what's going to go on in there. But I'm getting better. So then I tell him, thank you. My concept of God supports me. I rejoice in my own sexuality and my own body. My concept of God supports me. I rejoice in my own sexuality and in my own body. I am wonderful. And God sees you out there as his perfect daughter. God sees you out there as his perfect son. So you can't do anything that he thinks is wrong if you complain, but he wants you to give it to him. And then know that it's being solved. If you continue to be bitter about it and like tell a million other people, it's okay to express yourself. I'm all for expressing, not keeping it in, expressing, but know that it's being healed. I am being healed right now, even though I have a throbbing pain somewhere. I am being healed, and thank you, dear God, and thank you for God for making men and women to create medicines that help me and help others, because he did that too. Denying your own needs, not supporting yourself. And you say, I now choose to support myself in loving, joyous ways. Denying your own needs and not supporting yourself, that never ends up good, because you're not filling up your cup. You got to fill up your cup, okay? I got to fill up my cup soon too, because 2 cups of coffee is not doing it. Okay. Sorry guys, my jokes are getting worse and worse. All right. We're down to 6 people. All right, that's fine. Because, whoever needs to hear this will come across this video. I could be long gone in heaven, and they'll come across this video and they'll be like, oh, Katrina was right. I have to pray. I have to try to heal my chakras. I have to read Louise Hay's book and really absorb it. And everything's going to be okay. Denying your own needs, not supporting yourself. I now choose to support myself in loving, joyous ways. And you can write down what you want to do. Like, the way I'll support myself is if I can get my butt to the nail shop to fix these nails that are so bad. But I didn't feel like it was as important as doing my videos today and getting my package ready to be mailed out. So that makes me happy to get my packages ready. I now choose to support myself in loving, joyous ways. Okay, I think I might have here for you. Tell somebody or tell yourself, I see you. I'm here for you, helping you while you heal. Speak kind words. They say, look into a mirror and say, I see you. I love you. I'm helping you. God is helping you. And know that your body is trying to heal you. Your body's not against you. That was my problem too, because I was like, I have a thyroid problem that keeps me nice and fat, and I do not eat a lot. Devin sees now that I'm home full time. I haven't been working, because I've been ill. And he's like, oh my gosh, you don't even eat that much. And why is, the scale so high? And I don't. And the other day I threw out my candy. I am not going to give up my chips though, because sometimes I'll have little pretzels and little chip bowl pretzels. I'm not giving those up. Sorry, it's not even a lot. It's a handful. Anyhow, and I was like, my body's against me. But then I have to stop thinking that way. I have to start thinking, no, my body's trying to heal me. My body's trying to tell me something. My body tells me it wants me to walk more. My body was happy when I did the Tai Chi. My body was happy when I went out with the dogs in the sun. It was 5 minutes. But I'll do that again, like 4 more times. And then I know my body's really happy with me doing this. Even though it might seem silly to other people and a waste of time, my body's saying it's not a waste of time. It's healing. Okay. Amen. And on that note, we need a little more Palo Santo. 7 in the house. Yay. It's my favorite number. I don't think anybody's talking in the chat because I don't see anything new being up. Okay. All right. Welcome. Hi, Crystal Rose. Hi, Crystal Rose. I'm across the pond. Okay. Tell your body, I see you. I'm here for you, helping you while you heal me. I put my hand across my chest, and I put my hand on whatever hurts and say, thank you for helping me. I'm listening to you. I love you. I'm going to take care of you. Thank you for taking care of me. Thank you for giving me such strong legs that I could walk a lot if I want to. Thank you for giving me strong arms. Thank you for letting me, do what I love to do for all these years. Thank you for letting me be a teacher for 40 years. Thank you for letting me be a psychic since I was 7 or 8. What are you trying to tell me? I listen to my body with compassion. I listen to my body with compassion. Every message from my body is a gift. Every message from my body is a gift. I listen to every message with compassion. No judgment, no shame. That's so important. No judgment, no shame, and no guilt. I'm going to add that one. What does your body need? Ask it what it needs. Most likely it's going to tell you some more water. Sometimes mine tells me coffee. Okay. Sorry. I was awkward. Okay. I think I did it. I did it, guys. I did it. Oh, just this last one, I think. Release the weight and the story. We allow, we forgive. I forgive to be free. I release to be healed. I let go to rise. I forgive to be free. I release to be healed. I let go to rise. I am at home in my body. I am at home in my body. I only create joyful experiences in my life. I release the pattern in my consciousness that created this condition. Because there's a pattern in your, like, say everybody in your family had bad hearts, right? So you think you're going to have a heart attack and have a bad heart when you get to a certain age. You have to release that pattern, okay? If you have guilt about something and you say, well, I've always felt guilty about this, you have to release that guilty feeling and that shame that you're putting on yourself and your body all these years. And then you watch your chakras get aligned. Watch your body heal when you do that. I only create joyful experiences in my life. I release the pattern in my consciousness that created this condition. I am willing to change. You have to be willing to change. I'm willing to change too. I for a long time, I used to tell my daughter this too. I've had endometritis. I've had not tumors, but cysts and fistulas and fissures and stuff like that on my ovaries and on my rectum. And I used to tell her, I wish that I could just not feel anything from the waist down. And she would say, why you say that? And I would say, because I considered it painful. Everything was pain from the waist down. And I realized that was not a nice thing to say, because that's how she was created. And that's how my son was created. So that's the wrong to not have feeling. And then I was shutting down my chakras. So no, you need your orange sacral chakra, you need your red root chakra, you need your green and pink chakra for your heart and your lungs. We need to just listen to our body and not feel shame and not think that, oh, because this person died of cancer, I'm going to die of cancer. You know, we all have to die. We all have to die. We all will die. Okay? But we can always try to heal ourselves in the journey, in the process, and love our bodies and thank God for them. Okay, this isn't like a Jesus show, but in a way it is. Jesus said, you're welcome. Okay, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, dear God. Okay, I think I read everything. I'm at home with my body. Others mirror. Yeah, I read that one. I don't like that one. I lovingly allow joy to flow freely in my life. Yeah. Dolphin left, dolphin right. Let it flow evenly. Okay, let's just take a cleansing breath and close. It only took me an hour and 10 minutes. And okay, guys. Thank you for being here. Take a deep breath in. And when you take the deep breath in, you're taking in love and healing energy and knowing that life is going to get back to be what you more of what you wanted, more of what you imagined, for your highest good. And when you blow out insecurities. I just heard that word. Blow out shame and guilt and jealousy, and blow out pain. Okay, let's do it. Deep breath in. And now blow it out. Blow out more. Love you guys. Hope this helps somebody.